recently I got an email from Brendan Burchard, founder of the High Performance Institute and the person who trained me as a certified high performance coach. And I saved the email because I wanted to come back to it and address what he said in it. And what he said was that recent research at the Institute has shown that people are struggling more right now with self-discipline, mindset, and adversity, moving through handling adversity. And I thought, well, that's really interesting. I wonder why that is. And, I've written a whole blog post that discusses, what is mindset and what is self-discipline and why are people struggling more with adversity right now. I'm just going to mention a few things. I want to just talk about the importance of mindset and self-discipline when it comes to moving through adversity. So here's the thing. We're all going to have adversity at some point in our life. It's just a fact of life that we, have adversity. It could be anything. Last week, matter of fact, a week ago, I caught my toe on a rock at the end of a hike with my husband and my dog and went face first. I'm still healing. And I dislocated my right shoulder. Don't ever do that. It is not fun. It is a lot of pain. And yeah, don't do that. Anyway, so it's caused some adversity. First of all, there was pain. Second of all, there was, the whole ER 5 hours of being in the emergency room. There was also, the after effects of it. I said to my husband, it's not so bad. Well, it was bad, believe me, to dislocate my shoulder, but it's the after effect of that, I was in a sling for a few days. I can't move my elbow behind my back. It's my right arm. So that means, I can't pull up pants with my right hand or do anything else with my right hand that I would normally do. So it's, I've been exhausted because my body's healing. It was a trauma. And now I have 3 months of just getting the shoulder muscles to tighten up again and tendons. And then there's physical therapy. And, so that may not seem like adversity, like I am homeless, but it's a form of adversity. When my marriage was falling apart, that was adversity. When my husband and I were struggling financially while we were living in California, that's adversity. Now, other people have different, let's just say, adversity. Maybe they are homeless or they can't pay their bills. Maybe they have incurable illnesses. Maybe they can't find a job. Maybe they have children who are sick. There's so many different forms of adversity, and everybody has adversity at some point in their life. So the key is then, how do you deal with it? As for why more now, there was COVID that caused a lot of adversity, and some of that has not cleared up. There is new technology. There's the fast pace of change. There's, so many things, right? But as I said, I write about it in my blog post. So go to my site, ninaamir.com, and read the blog post for more on that. And so it doesn't really matter if we have more adversity. Maybe you're one of the people who doesn't feel like you have more adversity, but we all experience adversity at some point. And the first thing to know is that it's your ability to have self-discipline that's going to help you get through that, because self-discipline is really about mastering your thoughts and your feelings and your behaviors or actions. And so when something bad happens, when you are feeling challenged or it's just, there's a struggle for you in your life, you want to be able to master your thoughts, first of all. And that's all about mindset. When you master your thoughts, you can move through adversity with positivity and hope and faith and all those things, because if you're not mastering your mindset, then your thoughts may go to, this is hard, this is horrible, I'll never get through this, why does this always happen to me? All of those kinds of things. And that's not helpful. It's more helpful to think, okay, this is just for right now. Like with my shoulder, I just kept breathing and thinking, okay, well, as soon as they put it back, it's going to feel better. As soon as they put it back, it's going to feel better. So you want to be able to have a positive mindset. You want to be able to think thoughts about a positive future, positive result to whatever it is that you're going through, okay? Self-discipline is also about mastering your emotions. So it could, I could have been screaming and yelling and being angry with my husband because he wasn't doing things fast enough, getting me to the ER fast enough, whatever. You have to learn to manage that, because when you manage your emotions, it's easier for everybody, including you. And so you may feel sad or angry. And I'm not saying don't feel that, but master that, manage it so that it doesn't get out of hand and it doesn't cloud your ability to have a positive mindset, that it doesn't get in the way of doing what needs to be done. And that comes to self-discipline related to behavior and actions. When you have a time of adversity, there are things that need to get done. You need to do things to get yourself out of adversity. And so if your mindset, your thoughts are blocking you from taking actions, then you're going to be stuck, right? If your thoughts and your emotions are in the way of taking action, then you're going to be stuck in adversity. And so when you master self-discipline, when you have self-discipline, you master your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors or actions, and therefore you can do what needs to be done and move yourself towards the result you want, which is a better situation. Now, so you can see that when you have self-discipline, you improve your mindset. And self-discipline and a positive mindset are going to move you through adversity, right? With ease. Maybe not total ease, but you know what I mean. It's going to be easier, and you'll probably move through quicker if you have self-discipline and a positive mindset. Self-discipline is so important because there are things that have to get done, right? There are actions that have to be taken, but my experience in adversity, and if I just use this dislocated hip as an example again, my husband had to have self-discipline because he tends to get irritated in stressful situations. And yet he had the self-discipline to be kind to me and to be patient and to just do what I needed him to do, right? Without anger or frustration or whatever, overwhelm. And I was able to manage myself too. And I think with maybe one exception, to not be irritated and angry and upset, and to allow my pain in my body to impact how I treated my husband. And that allowed us to work together to get me to the ER, to get my shoulder back in place. And now, to do the other things I need help with, because he has to help me, and he works a lot, and he doesn't have a lot of free time. And yet I have to go and say, could you help me get dressed? Could you help me wash my hair? All of those kinds of things. And it takes both of us being very conscious of being self-disciplined when it comes to our emotions and our thoughts and our behaviors. And that has made this particular adversity much easier for me, at least, to handle, to get through, to move through. So you can see that your self-discipline is going to improve your mindset. And with self-discipline and mindset, you're going to get through adversity with much more ease, in a much more balanced way. So again, you can read the blog at ninaamir.com/blog and learn more about what is mindset, what is self-discipline, why do we have more adversity, why is it harder for us to manage our mind and develop self-discipline right now. A lot of that, like has to do with the world we live in. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's streaming services everywhere that distract us. There's just so much. So read that blog post. It also has some tips that will help you. Beyond that, just know that the more self-discipline you have, the more you improve your mindset, make it more a positive mindset, the easier it'll be for you to go through adversity. And adversity always comes. I hate to say that. It's a very negative thought, but it's just life. Life's, and we have to deal with it. And, or we get to deal with it. We get to grow and we get to learn. That's a positive mindset. And we get to choose what we think. We get to choose what we feel, and we get to choose how we behave and how we respond to what life throws our way. So I am Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love for you to leave me your comments down below or your questions, and I will come back and I will answer them. People know me as the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am a transformational catalyst. I offer high performance coaching, transformational coaching, all with the intention of helping you get from where you are to where you want to go. And to do that, you really have to get out of your own way. And you have to learn how to be the type of person who can do the things to create what you want in life. I believe you are a powerful creator. You're creating all the time, even if it is things that you don't want in your life, you are creating. And it's up to us to learn how to create what we want, to actually step into a conscious role as a creator. So if that's of interest to you, click on the link above for the Inspired Creator Community. The Inspired Creator Community is where I offer transformational coaching, high performance coaching, spiritual trainings. It is focused on personal and spiritual growth because you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and it is my belief that unless you address both parts of yourself, you will struggle to reach your potential. And that's what I want to help you do. So if that's of interest to you, click on the link above. And until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.